So graphics cards, they've been pretty cheap lately. And I got news for you, they ain't staying cheap for much longer. Sadly, if you've been buying some nice graphics cards at some nice prices, they're not going to be at those nice prices for much longer. And if you want to upgrade to that 20 series, well, that's a $70 increase just from what it was going to be before. On top of the misleading ads from NVIDIA saying, oh yeah, we're going to be starting the 2070 at a nice solid $700. But in reality, it's not. So today I'm going to be talking about another $70-ish, anywhere between $70 to $30, depending on the card, increase in price. So if you're watching this video, those numbers specifically apply to people in the United States. But you're going, oh, don't worry, I'm not in the United States. I got nothing to worry about. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to you in a second, because you won't get it as bad, but there's still going to be like a $30 increase. Nasty stuff. So if you've had your head stuck under a rock for the last couple months, basically the president has decided to put a tariff on all incoming goods from the China, all the developing, where they develop a lot of these cards and stuff. They decided to put a tariff on it. And that basically means it's like a tax where they take a big chunk of money out of it because that's what needs to be done, or that's what the president feels needs to be done. Politics aside, I'm not going to make no comment on that, but that's the fact of things. Can't argue there, and we got to deal with it now. So we've got these cards coming in, and they've got a tariff on them now, and companies are losing that money, and they got to make it back. So they're going to raise the prices. Now, how they raise the prices depends on the card. The 2080 Ti is probably going to be seeing a $70 hit. The 2080 is probably going to see a $50 hit, and the 2070 is $30 to $40 hit, somewhere in between there. And that's just on the 20 series cards. I'm doing that because these are the most recent. Obviously, the other cards will get a similar kind of hit depending on the price. But it really just depends on the card. Now, while this is a big concern for people in the United States, obviously we're going to have to pay more for the cards themselves. As someone that lives in the United States, that builds computers for people, that's kind of something that's a concern for us. Now, if you're thinking, ha ha ha, I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't live in the United States. I lucked out. So, we got R&D in the United States, and you're going, well, what does that mean? Well, first of all, number one, most of the people that are buying these cards, regardless of where you are, where you're from, a good percentage of the market is in the United States. And we all can agree that there are people that are buying graphics cards. I'm not saying they're just buying graphics cards. People are buying graphics cards all over the place. I know, shout out to some of my viewers in India. I actually see a lot of you guys watching, which is cool and stuff. Some people in Canada. Actually, 40% of my audience is from the United States, and everywhere else is all around the world. But I think it's really cool to have people all around the world watching my videos. But side note from the tangent, basically, even if you want to count out all the other markets, the United States still makes up a good chunk of where cards are purchased. And that's a big hit to a lot of companies' revenue stream. And even regardless of where they are in the market, they're still going to get hit in the revenue. And pretty much where it hurts. So how are they going to make up this money if they are struggling to make it up in the United States because they're already charging abundant amounts of the cards for people that are already paying taxes on it? They're not going to overcharge in the United States. But meanwhile, in places like Canada, I know some of the other places that are starting to pick up in graphics card sales, they're going to hike the prices up a little bit to compensate. And obviously there's people that have to pay for research and development. There's some people in the United States that are developing this. I know not all the companies, not all the AIBs are doing all that. NVIDIA in particular does have an office in the United States and all that stuff. So it really just depends on where they're trying to get their revenue back. And sadly, no matter where you are, when they take out that chunk of the market in the United States, they're still going to have to make it up somewhere. And they're not going to charge from the overpriced, overcharged people in the United States already. They're going to make it up and make it back somewhere else. And obviously, some of the other board partners, I think a couple of them even went under. I don't remember the exact name, but there was somebody that went under or said they couldn't do it with the tariffs. And one of the AIBs actually went under because of it. And so, if you're going to buy a graphics card, I think these tariffs kick in next week, which by the time this video is uploaded will probably be either this week or the next week. It really does depend. But basically, if you want to buy a graphics card, the best time to do it is now because the prices, while yes, they won't be going exponential like we saw in the cryptocurrency, you're sure as heck are going to need to get something soon because don't want to pay an extra $70 for something that really isn't that particularly worth an extra $80 for no particular reason. So you know, we can talk all day about the morality and how you want to talk about, you know, was it a good idea? I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a politics channel. I don't talk about that. I just talk about what you guys need to know if you're going to buy something, what to keep an eye out. And I mean, there's a lot of different opinions. One of the biggest rules you don't talk about on YouTube is politics. So I'm not even going to dive into that. I mean, a lot of things I would say and I wouldn't say. But as I said, just keep that quiet and I'll just internalize those. As for how I feel, just in the sense of people that are paying extra for no apparent reason, I don't know. It's going to basically affect a lot of people, and I feel like there's just a lot of effect from just this one change is just going to affect everybody across the world, which that's why I wanted to make this video, because no matter where you are watching, the effect is going to happen, and you've just got to be aware of why it's happening, so that if anything changes, I don't know if they go up or they go down, the amount of tariffs they're putting out, you'll really see that influenced across the world on these graphics cards. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I guess I'm pretty bummed about the news as well. I'm kind of ordering parts for another PC build I'm doing. We got a $900 professional recording PC, which I'm really excited to be building soon. I got a friend from school that I'm doing that for. But it's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming up over the next couple weeks. So I hope you will join me and subscribe for that. And pretty much, yeah, I'm a little bummed. I don't know what to think. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.